difficulties right now. The camera's a little bit lower, but you know what? It's fine. Guys, I am so excited for this video. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet, but January is over. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about how January went and how we're moving into February. First of all, before I even get into that, the way I escaped death yesterday, like 4 times, and today, I'm actually protected by God and my brother and my spirit guides. Yesterday, okay, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I don't have winter tires on still, and I live in Canada, and the roads are crazy. And so yesterday, driving home from work, everybody was in a ditch, and so I flew into the other lane. Another person was coming. Thankfully, they stopped. And I rolled down my window and I was like, I'm so sorry, my car's not good in the snow. And they were like, oh, it's fine, like it's really icy everywhere, just be careful. Like, they were so nice about it. And okay, 2 things. Number 1, I just sounded so Canadian. I said nice about it. Never said that before in my life. Number 2, I just saw my brother's number when I was just about to tell you guys about my brother's number. So basically, we have this number that every time we see it, it's like our brother communicating with us. The craziest part is I don't even know why it's his number, so I should probably find that out. Like, I've been told before, it's 934. The 9 was his hockey number, and then I don't know what the 34 is. Sorry, Ryan. But yeah, so yesterday when I almost hit that car, right after I saw a license plate with 934. So okay, Ryan's protecting me. And then right after that, like 2 or 3 more times, I almost ended up hitting somebody or in a ditch, but I didn't. And then today, the roads were completely fine today. I cannot deal with this. The roads were completely fine today. So I was driving on the highway, going to Costco. I woke up bright and early. I went to the gym at like 7 a.m. and then I went to Costco, the grocery store. So I'm driving to Costco, I'm on the highway, the roads are completely fine. And then I see on like my GPS, it says hazard up ahead, and I'm looking, I'm like, I don't see a hazard. So I'm taking the exit, and the exit like veers and then it like curves. I realized like, oh, there's a fuck ton of ice on this road. Like, that's the hazard. But they didn't have a sign on the road or anything. So before I realized that, it was already too late. The ice was taking me, and the road was curving, and there was a railing, and I was going straight into the railing, and I was literally like, oh, my car's fucked. Like, it was too late. And I'm flying towards this railing, and literally by the grace of God, legit a miracle, I somehow swerved my car, I braked as hard as I could, literally an inch a fucking way. I was literally an inch away from the railing, and my car ended up sideways, not hitting it, not touching it at all. But my car was so close, and I literally don't know how my car didn't get totaled. Like, the whole front of my car should have been smashed. And I sat there for a few minutes just being like, thank you God, like literally hyperventilating, because it was very close. Like, the ones yesterday were scary, but I feel like my car would have just got scratched. That one would have been fucking bad. And so I don't know what I'm talking about that. All I know is I'm literally so protected. And like, I went to a psychic like a year ago to talk to my brother, and she told me that my brother is always protecting me and my sister when we're driving, because she said we're horrible drivers, and my brother is always like on edge when we drive, and he's literally like making miracles happen to not let us die. And like, I'm just so thankful for that, because I don't know what I would do without him. Anyways, yes, January is over. How in the world? It always feels so long because there's so many days in January. I want to know how it went for you guys. Like, did you stick to your New Year's resolutions? What did you accomplish? Like, I want you guys to be proud of yourself, because I think it's really easy. I think a lot of people, for the most part, like, maybe you do stick to your New Year's resolutions, but I feel like it's really common for people to fall off of them. And so even if you did fall off of your resolutions, like, you've had to accomplish something, okay? So I want you guys to really sit and think about, like, what did you accomplish? And even if you didn't accomplish anything, maybe you moved into a healthier energy for yourself. Maybe you left something that wasn't good for you anymore. Like, you need to see the light in everything. Oh, why do people stop on the side of the road? You need to see the lights in everything. Otherwise, you are always going to be way too hard on yourself, and then you're not going to be able to accomplish anything because your standards are like way too high. That's what I used to do all the time. I used to just be like, oh, it's not good enough, it's not good enough. Now I'm at the point where I'm sorry for the lighting to you guys. Like, it's really sunny. I can't do anything about that. Just bear with me. I could try to put this, but the sun's coming from over here. So, I mean, I'm going through a building right now. Yeah, see? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I used to be like that, right? Like, never really accomplishing what I wanted to because I set my standards too high. And it's not that I didn't set my standards high this year. Like, I'd say they were higher than normal. I kind of just, like, it was a slow build-up. Like, 2024 was my build-up, and I got to this point where I was like, I can do anything now. Kind of. I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, basically last year, I had the same goals as I had now, except I wasn't where I am now mentally. So last year was me, like, trying to accomplish those and failing and trying and failing, and now I feel like, okay, I'm really doing it. Like, I'm really, like, accomplishing things more than I ever had in my life. Like, January, if I had one word to describe my January, it would be productive. Like, I'm so fucking proud of myself. I filmed, like, a lot, which it used to be my goal to film at least once a week, and then I wasn't doing that, so I was like, okay, let me try to film at least once a month, and still, even that was a struggle. So honestly, I just took off, like, all these goals, and I just said, like, just film, don't put a time limit or anything, just film something. And I ended up filming, like, all the time. And I also, like, quit coffee. I started going to the gym. I changed up my routine. Like, I really, like, changed for January. And I'm seriously noticing the difference in my energy. And especially from drinking water instead of coffee, and then going to the gym and being active in the morning and just, like, being healthier overall. Guys, my energy levels, I don't think you understand, like, how much I'm constantly, like, feeling brain fog and feeling like a zombie my entire life. Like, I remember even being a kid feeling that way and just feeling, like, tired all the time, like, just lethargic. And I always felt like, how am I ever gonna have kids? Like, I can't even have energy for myself. Like, I don't have the energy for life. Literally, you guys, just drinking more water and getting active and, like, sticking to routine and proper sleep, literally life-changing. Like, the basic things that they tell you are, like, important are literally all you need to feel better. Because me personally, like, if I don't feel good, I can't be who I am. Like, I can't be confident. I can't be positive when I don't feel good. When I feel lethargic and tired, like, I can't be who I want to be. And so I'm really fucking happy that I made these changes, because I really do feel like I have a purpose to, like, give advice and to share my experiences. And I'm not able to do that if I don't feel even energized to do anything. And so anyways, yeah, like, I just really want to know, like, what did you guys accomplish in January? What are you proud of yourself for? Like, you have to think of these things and really lift them up, and don't focus on, like, what you didn't accomplish. Just be like, oh, I'm gonna do better in February. So, like, for example, I had a goal of, like, starting therapy and doing shadow work in January, and I did call therapy to see if I could set it up, and she ended up saying, you probably won't be able to start until March. And I was like, okay. And I wasn't really upset about it, because I was thinking about it. Like, I think January for me was about building a foundation of routines and stability, and just getting myself to a place where I'm stable physically and mentally. I feel like if I tried to do all of that, and on top of that, do therapy, which is a lot of emotional, like, uprooting, I feel like I wouldn't be able to accomplish as much as I have, and also I just wouldn't feel as mentally stable. I know that therapy brings mental and emotional stability, but in the meantime, it makes you emotionally unstable because you're bringing all of this stuff up. So I feel like it is better for me to do this stuff when I'm, oh, ambulance. So yes, I do feel like things just work out the way they're supposed to. Like, I don't think I was supposed to do all of that in January. It would have been too much. As well as I wanted to be more creative and paint. I did paint 2 times in the month, but I was very busy with school and with filming my videos and with work. And so I don't feel like I had the time to be creative. I could have made more time, but I would have sacrificed other things that needed to get done. And again, it's not a big deal. It's just something like, okay, in February, I'm going to try and be more creative. I'm going to try and make more time. And also I'm finished my school course now, so I will have more time to be more creative and to tap more into things that bring me joy and not be so work dominated in my mindset. I'm going to try and be more balanced in achieving things, but also being like chill and vibe and like doing things that just bring me joy. Being more creative and slowing down. Like that's something that I really want to implement in February, is to just do more things that bring me joy and to slow the fuck down, because I honestly felt like January was like go the whole time, because I had so many things I had to do and I had like this time frame and I constantly had to stick to that schedule. And so yeah, like that's what I'm hoping for in February. I didn't accomplish all the things that I wanted to, but I accomplished a lot, the most I've ever accomplished. Like usually when I start New Year's resolutions, like I really don't do anything, and I'm just so proud of myself. Like I feel like a brand new bitch. I know for a fact I've stepped into a new reality, because the way that I've just like made so many small changes that have all built to this, I'm so fucking proud of myself. I've also gained 158 subscribers on YouTube, which like guys, like I am so happy for all of you. Everybody, no, they cut off that part of the parking lot. Okay, I have to go to the other side. I literally, you guys, am so happy because, oh wait, I'm gonna go over here. This is all I've ever wanted, is to film YouTube videos. And I've never felt the drive to do it. And now I have the drive. And I'm starting to get comments, like I've said before. The lighting is not optimal. I'm starting to get comments, and you guys are literally so fucking nice. The stuff that people are commenting on my videos are just so kind. You guys are like wanting me to become like my best self, and just like you're thanking me for the motivation. And it's like, that's literally all that I want in this life, is to make people feel inspired. Like that is my dream. And the fact that people are literally feeling inspired by my words, I don't think you guys understand what it means to me. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much I want to like, cause okay, I don't think people realize like how important your words are. Like you literally, your voice and your opinion of somebody has the potential to change their life. Don't you guys remember that person in your family that said something to cut down your what's the word? Like they cut at your self-esteem, how much that stuck with you all these years? Or don't you remember the person that told you a compliment that just stuck with you and you're like, oh my God, like, yeah, like that made me feel so good. Like it sucks that we put so much of ourselves into these people's opinions of us, but it's just true. Like these things stick with us. And so it's like, your voice literally has the potential to drive somebody's next decisions. Like your voice could be the reason that they stop fucking doing something that they love, or your voice could be the reason that they continue doing something that they love. Your voice could be the reason that they become something bigger than themselves. So I literally, like, that's all I want, because I see so much potential in people. And I want them to see it in themselves. And I want to, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's like my mission. That's my mission here, is to use my voice to make people see their worth. That's all that I want to do, because it's like, if you could be part of the reason that somebody felt inspired, like, is that not amazing? Like, have you guys ever had somebody tell you like, oh, you saying this like really like stuck with me? It literally feels like, oh my God, I didn't even know like I made that much of a difference, or that you cared about my opinion. But the fact that like you had a hand in somebody's self-esteem is so beautiful, and it's also so fragile. Like it's like handle with care type shit. Like, I don't know. And it's like people are walking around like it's not like that. Like it's not a big deal. No, it's like the people around you, you need to handle them with care, and everything that you say to them could be the driving force to either their downfall or their growth. And I want to be a part of people's growth. I'm just really excited for this year. I'm still on this upward momentum. I'm getting more into manifestation techniques and learning about those. There will be a video coming soon about like manifestation techniques that have worked for me, but I gotta test them out first. I also am really excited to bring my podcast back, The Blunt Side. I used to film that quite a bit in 2024. Not quite a bit. I filmed 8 episodes, but I loved them and people really liked them. So I'm excited to bring that back because I just have so many things to talk about always. Like, I'm an air sign, I'm a yapper at my core, and I'm just really like excited. And then also my sister is starting to film her own podcast, and then we're gonna be on each other's podcast, and me and her together are a dynamic duo. I'm a Libra, she's a Gemini. When we come together, it's like 2 brain cells colliding. Like, I don't know, I just feel like, and like and like my brother used to tell us all the time that me and her should have our own like reality TV show. And not to toot our own horn, but also I'm gonna toot our own horn. People always tell us that we're so funny together, and I just feel like me and her together would literally like do some crazy things. Like, we could make things happen. We could just make some cool things. I'm just excited. But anyways, that's all for today's video. It was kind of just like an update on my January, and just to check in with you guys and make sure that you guys are acknowledging your accomplishments and strengths, and also like get on planning your February. Like, don't slow down with the momentum. Just because the new year like energy has kind of worn off, that doesn't mean that you need to go back to your old ways. We are still becoming our best selves. It's a new month. Set new intentions and make it happen, and slowly every day work on it, and you will slowly become like a better, more balanced, amazing version of yourself. And I'm so excited to hear about it. Okay, my name is Sydney. If you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!